Wake up! Not just roll out of bed. I mean, really wake up to your life. If you've been tired, stuck, unmotivated, this is for you. Maybe you tried motivational videos before. Maybe you've written your goals down. Maybe you said, this time I'll be disciplined, right? But the fire still dies out, doesn't it? That doesn't mean you're broken. It doesn't mean you don't care. It means you've been chasing the wrong idea of motivation. Motivation doesn't come from adding hype. It comes from removing what's holding you back. See, we've been told two lies. Lie number one, find your passion. Lie number two, if you're not suffering, you don't want it bad enough. Now, passion helps, right? Discipline matters. But here's the truth. If your life is cluttered, if your brain is overloaded, if your body is drained, no amount of passion or grind will stick. It's like running with a 50-pound backpack. You could try harder, but the weight still slows you down. The answer isn't pushing harder. The answer is taking the backpack off. Picture this. You live in a small apartment. Inside, you've got a bed, healthy food, a desk with a laptop. But no social media, no video games, no Netflix, no distractions. At first, you'd be restless, right? What do I do with myself? But after a while, something shifts. Your brain starts craving meaning. That laptop, it becomes your creative weapon. You build, you write, you create, you grow. Because the most interesting thing left is progress. That's the power of removal, right? When you strip away the noise, the drive that God placed inside of you finally has room to breathe. Now let's get practical. Step one, fix your energy. If your body is drained, your brain cannot create motivation, period. Think back to when you felt your best. Chances are you were eating clean. You were sleeping well. You were moving your body. That's not luck. That's biology. Here's your checklist. Nutrition. Cut the heavy, sugary, greasy foods. Replace them with fuel. Substances. Take 60 days away from alcohol, smoking, or anything that clouds your mind. Movement doesn't need to be extreme. Walk, stretch, run, lift. Just move. Sleep. Protect it. Same bedtime, same wake time. Sleep is where creativity is restored. God didn't design us for burnout. He designed us for rhythms of rest and renewal. Honor that design, right? And your motivation will rise naturally. Step two, reset your dopamine. Dopamine is your brain's reward system. It says, that felt good, right? Do it again. The problem today, dopamine is everywhere. And it's cheap. Scroll TikTok. Dopamine, right? Level up in the game, dopamine. Binge Netflix, dopamine, right? None of those are evil, but here's the danger. Your brain doesn't care if dopamine comes from fake progress or real progress. It just wants that fastest high. So if building your dream feels slow and scrolling feels instant, guess what your brain will choose, right? Really easy. The fastest one. The fix, you need a dopamine reset. Delete or limit the apps that waste your hours, right? Cut back on binge watching, reduce game or endless scrolling, replace them with real progress. At first it feels boring, right? But after a couple of weeks, work starts to feel fun again. Not because the work changed, but because your brain finally values it again. Eat junk food all the time and real food tastes bland. Eat clean for a week and suddenly an apple tastes sweet again. Dopamine works the same way. Cheap highs dull your desire for real life. Remove them and suddenly real progress feels rewarding. And here's the faith piece. You weren't designed to be numbed out by endless cheap highs. You were created for growth, for challenge, for purpose. Reset your dopamine and you will realign with the way you were made to thrive. Step three, remove distractions. Even with the energy and balance, dopamine distractions can rob you blind. Think of distractions as a leak in your tank. You can have fuel, but if the tank is cracked, you'll still run empty, right? What distracts you most? Finances, bills and debt stressing you daily, people, toxic relationship, constant drama, environment, a messy home, right? Endless chores. Your brain only has so much focus each day. Spend it on chaos and you'll have nothing left for your calling. I knew someone with a dream house, right? Big rooms, pool in the back, luxury cars in the garage, right? And the outside success. But in the house became a full-time job, repairs, bills, stress. Instead of freedom, it trapped them. When they downsized, they got their focus back. Their creativity came alive again. Sometimes less really is more. Tips to remove distractions. Number 1, finances. Simplify. Lower unnecessary bills. Peace of mind is worth more than flexing, right? Number 2, people. Protect your peace. Set boundaries with those who drain you. Number 3, environment. Clean your space. A clear desk sparks a clear mind. Remember this, God is not the author of confusion. He's a God of peace and order. When you remove distractions, you make a room for focus. And where there's focus, there's fruit. So here's your challenge. For the next 30 days, fix your energy, eat clean and move daily, sleep well, reset your dopamine, cut your cheap highs in half, replace them with progress. Remove distractions, simplify one area of your life. 3 resets, 30 days. Now, it won't always be easy. Some days you'll want to quit. But if you stick with it, you'll wake up at the end of those 30 days with more clarity, more fire, and more natural motivation than you've felt in years, right? This isn't just about money. This is just about productivity. This is about living in line with who you were made to be. When you clear the junk, you start to hear it again. A whisper from God saying, I made you for more than this. I put something in you worth fighting for. I've given you the strength to overcome. Motivation stops being hype. It becomes a calling. So picture this. 30 days from now, you've been moving daily. You've cut the junk. You've reset your brain. You've simplified your life. Your energy is sharper. Your focus is stronger. Your mornings feel exciting again. That's not fantasy. That's what happens when you remove what doesn't belong. So stop waiting for passion to fall from the sky. Stop believing you have to suffer endlessly to prove you want it. Stop drowning in distractions. Instead, remove. Remove habits draining your energy. Remove the cheap highs stealing your focus. Remove the distractions blocking your purpose. Do that, and motivation will stop being something you chase. It will flow naturally every day. Clarity creates energy. Energy creates action, and action transforms your life. You already have what it takes. You just need to clear the path. So take the challenge, start today, and 30 days from now, you won't just feel motivated. You'll feel unstoppable. Now go, clear the clutter, step into the life you were meant to live.